Okay, as we look at these exponential problems, the first type just basically wants you to substitute into an equation they give you. You can read to find out what is what. It says T is your population after T hours. P0 is your initial population. T is your time in hours, and D is double time. You do need to read carefully to make sure whether it's time or double time. Initial population of 200, we said P0 is my initial. So that's P0 is 200. Doubles every 5 hours. That means 5 is my doubling time. And then it wants to know after 4 hours. So that is my T value, my total time of 4. Now I'm ready to substitute in. So I'm going to put the 200 where P of 0 was. And then times 2 to the, and a lot of times I'll go ahead and put that 2 in parentheses so it looks more like a base, but you don't have to. And then it's T over D, so that's 4 over 5. Now, you could put this in Desmos, but DeltaMath has a built-in calculator that might be useful for some of you who might have a difficulty having two things open at once. So 200 times 2, and then I can either do shift 6 or I can use this A to the B button to get my exponent, and then 4/5 or 4 divided by 5. It types in pretty much the same way as Desmos. It gives your answer to the side, and then I have an answer of 348.22. And the key thing here is rounding. It says in this case it wants it rounded to the nearest number. So that means I'm going to round right where my decimal is. Since this is a 0.2, the 2 does not round the 8 up, so I'm left with a 348. If I would have had something like 348.5, the 5 are bigger, would have rounded that up to a 349. But since that 2 was not 5 or bigger, it just stays as 348. So that would be your final answer. We'll go ahead and try one more of these together. Same basic idea here. They tell you V is value, T is my number of years, P is my principal or my starting amount, E is the base of a natural logarithm. That means E actually is a number like pi that you're just going to type in your calculator and not have to substitute for. R is your rate of interest, which is going to have to be a decimal. And then that's what you need to know. It says they placed $3,230, so that's your principal, your P value. So your rate is 5.8, so that's going to be 0.058, because to make that rate a decimal, I always have to take the percent and move the decimal over 1-2 places, so 0.058. My time in years is 16. Once again, I do not need anything for E. I'm ready to go. So 3230 E to the 0.058 times 16. Once again, feel free to use Desmos, but I'm going to use the built-in DeltaMath calculator just to illustrate it one more time. So 3230, type in my E, then either my A to the B button or shift 6 to make it an exponent, 0.058, and then 16. Once you get that typed in, it gives you this as your answer. Now this time they say to the nearest cent. So cent is 2 decimal places. It's like money. And that 8 is going to make it round up. So instead of having a 0.10, it's going to be 8170.11. So since the 8 was 5 or bigger, it did make that round up. So I hope this helps you understand. Be very careful on your rounding. Make sure you're rounding to the same right place. Remember, tenth is 1 place, hundredth or cent is 2 places, and thousandth is 3. That hopefully will help you.